Okay, so we're live at War FM 90.4 here with Jovan Young. Now, I like saying this, I think it sounds so good, from Lewisham to the international waters. I think it just sounds great. So, we just finished our radio interview.
Yeah.
What are your future plans when it comes to boxing?
Future plans when it comes to boxing? The world, we want world titles, we want everything. We want world titles, we want to do as much as we can do in boxing. You know, I'm not here, you know, it's very difficult, there's a lot of punishment you take, you know, boxing. So if we're going to get that kind of punishment, the reward's got to be, why not want to do it?
No. Of course, but you haven't been living here, have you? You've been abroad.
Yeah, I spent last year in Miami, in America, after just missing the Olympics through politics. I decided I need to get out there. I missed the Olympics, my coach passed away, so I really needed to get out of the country. I got away, got to Miami, where I was getting ready for the Olympics, and through some politics in Jamaica, they decided to send me to their last Olympic qualifier, so I had to miss out. And then I went professional in America, went pro in Miami.
So let's rewind back just slightly.
Yeah, just slightly.
First captain.
Yeah.
First ever captain of the Jamaican boxing team. What was that like?
Yeah, I was captain of the Jamaican national team. Me and my teammates. It was good. Yeah, it was good. I had a great team of guys. Just want to give a shout out to Philip Bells, Risha Gori, my teammates at the time for Jamaica. Yeah, it was a great team, a great bunch of guys, and I hope they go on to do great things, and I'm sure they will. It was good, man. We went for a lot, man. Us lot, we went for a lot because I don't want to diss anyone, but it was like we were learning as we went in terms of the coaches. First of all, Barrington Graham, national head team coach at the time, it was great. Martin Grandad, you know, great father figure for us in terms of, you know, the big man in the pit, obviously as the team coach. It was great, really funny. He done his best. But the truth is, we were like all learning as we went, man. We were learning as we went.
That must be a great experience though, because I know even for my sons who play football, your team is your team, and if you've grown with them and you bonded with them, you train with them daily. You know, you go out together. It's like a brotherhood.
Deep.
So what was it like being away from your family?
First, I was going to say that bond is stronger than any kind of bond. When you travel, man, listen, I've got teammates, not going to say anyone's name, but I've got certain people, yeah? Let's say I might even not like the guy so much, but because of the bond we share, the travelling, what we've done, I love him like a brother. Because we're travelling together, we're away together, we're going through certain things together, we have to lean on each other, depend on each other. So we're close. He's more like that annoying cousin, you know?
Yeah.
Cousin that you just check from regardless. So being away was hard because at the time, you know, I was like, you know, growing up, and I think you're settled, you kind of lay a foundation where you live, you get settled in life. So when you're a man and you're travelling, you're never in the same place for more than 2 months. You're always moving around. You don't really get a chance to settle. Yeah. And the country I was boxing for obviously was in England. Yeah. So I'm here. I've got 2 little girls. I'm in the country and I'm not. And I'm here and I'm not. And I'm travelling, and you can't really form any kind of relationships or any kind of bonds of any kind.
So you really, it's about staying focused on what you're there to do. You kind of have to put maybe a little bit of your emotions and your feelings to one side because you're there to train, to win.
Yes.
To progress.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to any young boys now who are in sport?
Any young men in sport right now, I know it's very...
And girls, because there's a lot, you know, there's a lot. So any young people, let's rephrase that, any young people locked in now, feeling that, you know, they're already in sport, they've been in sport from young, or they're aspiring to sport, what advice would you give to them?
I would say you're closer than you think. That's the one thing I say sticks out. You're definitely a lot closer than you think. And things can change, like in a day, in an hour, in a minute. Like you never know when you're going to get that call. So just keep working hard. Stay focused. Do not become sidetracked by the things that you know are not important. Because we all know what's important and what's not. But there is a lot of distractions out there. And just stay true to yourself and keep doing what you're doing. And don't let up. Don't let up till you get there. And even then, don't let up.
And what would you say to parents? Because obviously I'm a parent, my son's a sports people. And we have to dedicate our time and efforts as well into our children and give them the support that they need. So what would you say to parents, if anything, what you've learned about being away from your family or going through your training? What advice would you give to parents?
And on that note, I'm going to say a shout out to my mum, Kim Litchmore. She's been amazing. My mum's been amazing for all of this. She gave me the tools, the strength, everything I've needed to get to where I am today and beyond. I want to give a shout out to her first, my mum. Obviously I love her very, very much, and she's an amazing woman. And I'm going to follow that by saying to parents, you just got to be supportive. And because sometimes on that, whether it's the pitch or you're in the ring, in your sport it can be like hell. It's going to be like hell sometimes. You're going to get criticised. Your coach is not going to be understanding. People are going to be wrongly criticising you, judging you, putting a value on you as a human being as if they're God. It's hard to deal with. So you need to have that at home where you can come home to your safe haven, your mum, your dad, your family. They support you and they love you regardless. If a young athlete's got that, then he's good, he's well ahead. You need to have that. It's important to have that, you know, that home foundation where it's separate from how everyone else judges you, you know, supports you, your family supports you differently, and it's there regardless. And I think that families at the very least should offer that to your children.
Of course. So before we end, what is your legacy going to be?
My legacy?
Because I know that you're doing, and in fact before we end, I know that you're doing a lot of work with young people at the moment, so just tell us a little bit, because I feel, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this show in this way is because I do a lot of community work, and I feel that we don't celebrate enough of the heroes and the sheroes of the community. There are so much of us who are uplifting, we're working, we're giving time, we're giving back to the community. And we have to battle with celebs, who actually, a lot of celebs are not giving as much as we're giving. So my show is about celebrating heroes, celebrating sheroes in the community who are uplifting and inspiring other people, not just young people, because we're inspiring older people too. So tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing with the youngsters.
Well, I'm involved in a scheme called Fight for Change, and another one called Carney's Community, where it offers, you know, someone to talk to, people to talk to, ways to get into work, ways to get jobs, ways to get onto courses, and how to get into things that they want to get into. There's some really good projects that they're doing right now. I work with them because my coach that passed away, Mick Carney, he gave me direction, man. He gave me focus. And I think what the schemes are doing is trying to do what he did, what he can't do obviously because he's not here now. But every young man and young woman, they need that person to guide them. To be honest with you, if I did growing up want to get into legitimate stuff, want to do, you know, positives or do the right things, I wouldn't know where to start. I think a lot of kids that want to do things, I don't think they know, they got no one they can even ask. It's like everyone around them is probably, you know, doing, I'm not going to get specific, but they're doing crime or doing things that they shouldn't be doing. So they can get, if you want to get some drugs or you want to get something bad, you probably can find out real quick. Easier than doing something productive. That probably sounds weird, but even for real, growing up, like if you want to find out something bad or something wrong, make a phone call, you find out quick.
That's another reason as to why I feel doing this show is really important, because I'm bringing people like yourself, people like me to the forefront and saying, look, this is your journey. Someone out there is going to relate to your journey. Maybe they'll contact you and say, look, I want to do boxing. How do they get in contact with you? Because you're a good role model, and I think you could be a very good mentor. You could be a very good mentor to any young people, like you say, who want to do something else, don't know who to talk to. How are they going to get in touch with you?
They can contact you, or they can go through my Twitter, which is at Jovan Youngstar on Twitter. I've got my Facebook fan page, Jovan Youngstar again. Or they can contact you.
Yeah, they can come through to me on jennisteel.co.uk, and also at Jenni with an I_Lioness. Come catch me at Twitter, and I'll put you in touch with Jovan, because I think that you're right, and the whole reason why we're doing shows like this is to bring people to the forefront and say, look, I'm from Lewisham. You can come find me on Twitter. It works. I haven't seen you for ages, probably a couple of years, because you've been travelling. But as soon as I got this show, I was like, right, write my list. And I was on Facebook, messaging people. So it works. Those social networks are not just there for you to say what you're doing today. Those social networks are there for you to use, utilise them. Get in contact with the people that you want to get in contact with. There's a lot of people out there who want to be mentors and they're waiting for you to get online and contact them. That's us. Anything you want to add?
No, not much really. Just whatever you guys are doing, just be the best at it. Try and be the best at whatever you're doing, and don't stop, and don't let no one else just discourage you. And the truth is, people often see people and they're very confident, very sure of themselves, and they think that you know, people are this way because of what they achieve. And the truth is, people achieve because they're that way. You know, they only get to achieve because they believe in themselves. You've got to believe in yourself first, and then you will achieve. It doesn't come after. The belief doesn't come after the achievement. The achievement comes after the belief.
You heard.